Well, hello, my beautiful Cancerians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading for mid-January right through to mid-February 2024. I've already cleansed your space and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for your wonderful likes, shares, and subscribes. I am truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder though, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, just so you're aware. Also, please be mindful, scammers are about to pretend to be me and lots of other tarot readers. I do not do personal readings. I do not take your money, e-gifts, donations. I'm not on Facebook, WhatsApp, PayPal, Telegram, or Patreon. I will never ask you for your credit card details. I'll never ask for personal details. And I'll also never give you a cell phone number to call. So if anyone masquerading as me asks for anything at all, please report them or ignore them. It is a scam, okay? Let's move straight on with your reading. I'm going to cleanse your space hourly, so please be mindful there's going to be 3 loud sounds. Let us begin. Okay, my beautiful Cancerians, this is your singles love reading. I'm going to get your overarching energy first and then follow it with a Celtic cross just to see who is coming in your way. Also, I just want to apologize for the delay in this reading. I did have a power outage at the end of December and then a bit of a seasonal cold as I moved into January. So I'm nearly back to best. You can probably still hear it a little bit in my voice, but yeah, just wanted to clarify why the readings are a little bit behind in the time. Okay, so I'm just going to move forward and see what is coming in for you there. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know regarding their singles love life? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Can you please show them the way? What are they meant to see? Okay, now your first card there is the Ways card, okay? So I definitely see that there is some change in your love status, but I feel it's been more about your focus. Some of you may have had other responsibilities and tasks on your shoulders over the last couple of years or months, and I feel this year you've almost like made it a priority that you're going to focus on love a little bit more, especially since you have the man there. This is the outcome energy, and that's all about action. Male or female, not a gender specific reading, it's about the energy, okay? But this is your protagonist energy. So I'm going to pull a card on this because this can indicate 2 things, and I'm getting 2 energies there. One is you're really trying to be decisive about the path that you really want to take to find love. So some of you, it could be that you're going to focus on doing something for you. I definitely see the majority of my beautiful Cancerians are going to meet someone through their true life's purpose and mission, okay? Something that you feel called to do. Whilst other beautiful Cancerians out there are going to meet someone via an invitation, because there is, some sort of event that you haven't been invited to yet. But also, I'm getting another energy. Some of you, you may already have options. So you may be talking to somebody, or you are not sure about somebody at the moment, and you're wondering how it's going to move forward. But I need to pull a card on it just to see there, because the ways can indicate choice. It can indicate that you have 2 options right now. And some of you beautiful Cancerians are going to say, I got no options at all right now. So I need to really tap into and hone in on the energy that I am meant to read for. Okay, so the Ways card, I'm also getting an energy that you're at a self-evaluation point. Okay, it can mean that some of you are a little bit hesitant. You've been learning a lesson last year about playing small in life, okay? Stepping into your true power, into your confidence. You may have really looked at last year situations in the past that you found yourself giving away that power or feeling underestimated or underpaid, or, you may have just looked at different areas of your life where you felt there was not reciprocity, and you're starting to value yourself in a different way. So you've come to 2024 with a very different mindset. You've changed, okay? So I just want to clarify what this energy is that I've got coming through there. Okay. This is interesting energy. Some of you have been really processing quite a lot. I'm only picking the uprights in this deck, just so you're aware. You're definitely looking for security, okay? Because the King of Pentacles indicates that you're getting serious about love, but also that your ambition is to settle down with someone who is faithful, loyal, someone who's established, who knows what they want in life, someone who's emotionally available and open. But we've got the Two of Pentacles here. And we've got the Two of Pentacles with the Crossroads. So some of you, I mean, I'm going to tap into this energy right now of those beautiful Cancerians who have met somebody and you're not sure about this person. Some of you have been resolving trust issues because we do have a Seven of Swords there and a Seven of Pentacles. So I feel if in the past you've been disappointed in love, you got the Seven of Swords there, Seven of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. Some of you may have been let down by a person in the past, and there may be some trust issues with that Seven of Swords there. So I feel like you've become fiercely independent, very self-sufficient. So you don't need somebody. You want somebody. You want to meet your soulmate. So I feel like you're being very choosy, very picky about who you allow into your life. Now, don't get me wrong. The Knight of Cups indicates that there is romance being offered to you. So if you're connected to somebody at this moment in time, I do feel if you've got a little bit of a hunch that this person, you know, there's something about this person that you're feeling a little bit indecisive with, take it easy, take it slow. Allow this person to show you who they truly are with their actions, not just with their words. Because I do feel that this person, well, the energy that I've got here is, number one, you may feel that there's like a missing ingredient. I feel like there's interest there, but there's something a little bit missing on your behalf. You're feeling that, you know, there's an ingredient that's very important to you that perhaps this person doesn't have. And right now, I feel like you're being very discerning about the company that you keep. So it's almost like if they don't have that missing ingredient, then you're not going to give this person any more time. So I feel some of you are kind of like, you know, a little bit undecided about this person, but haven't made the decisive decision to say, okay, it's really not going where I was hoping it would go. So if you're connecting to someone right now and you're not sure, I feel like give it a little bit more time, okay, for this person to really step up. I do feel this person, you know, either this person has come out of another relationship quite, you know, soon, or, you know, not too long ago, let's put it that way, and you're a little bit undecided. You feel like this person probably should be like single for a little while before they get into a relationship with you. I feel like you're right, okay? I feel that hunch is right. Some of you also may have been in a high-level commitment in the past, and you may have been hurt, let down, or even betrayed. And I feel some of you are just a little bit hesitant to get into this new long-term relationship because you're guarding it. You're guarding your heart, okay? It's like you're guarding that sanctity of your love, because you are someone who is deeply devoted. You're someone who is highly intuitive. You have very deep emotions, and I feel you're very sensitive as well. And you need someone who honors that part of yourself, someone who respects that part of yourself, because I feel in the past, some people may have told you you're too sensitive, or it's only the people who feel that you're too sensitive or too intuitive because you can see through their BS, right? So don't ever change your wonderful self. You know, and for those of you beautiful Cancerians who have not connected to somebody, have not met someone yet, I feel like you're very close to, but I feel right now there's a real energy of you like feeling a bit fed up with the options that are out there. You're looking for someone who brings full investment, but with the Knight of Cups being present with the King of Pentacles, some of you, it's like, you know, the beginnings of meeting someone is very romantic. It's very like, you know, hot and heavy, all of those things, wonderfully passionate, but you want almost like certainty, a guarantee that a relationship is going somewhere. Now, I'm a water element, so I do understand, I'm a Scorpio, I do understand to some degree that need for like a guarantee that this is going somewhere before you fully invest in something. But life just doesn't happen that way. And that's a very tough lesson for very sensitive people to acknowledge. But once you place trust in a relationship, until that trust is broken, of course, you just have to see where it goes and go with the flow and open yourself up. Now, if you haven't met somebody yet, I feel like you're about to meet someone, and it is love and it is true investment. And this person is going to be careful with your heart. And with the Three of Pentacles, Pentacles there, I feel like for some of you, if you have met someone already and you're talking to someone already, I feel this person talks a lot about you to their friends. But I also feel that this person has, to some degree, some trust issues. So either they've just come out of a relationship themselves and it's just too soon for them to commit to something and they're going to take it slow. Okay, because the King of Pentacles is a very slow energy. Or this person also has trust issues and they're also very guarded. So it's almost like two people, they're super guarded, trying to suss each other out. Like, can I trust in this person? Is this for the long term? Will they take care of my heart? Will they love me in the way that I hoped? I just get this little dance. So if you've just met someone and you're talking to them, I feel it's going to be a slow process. I feel let it organically unfold. Okay, no pressure. It will go the way you hoped for, but there has to be a level of trust that says, you know what, this is me. I'm going to open up to this and then see where it goes. But I do feel it will be too soon to rush it. Okay, that's what I'm picking up there. So if you're uncertain about something right now, I feel like you have every right to be. Not because there is any deception. I really want you to be aware that the Seven of Swords, some people read it as like lying, cheating, and stealing. Okay, but the Seven of Swords, the history of this card is this figure is taking weaponry away from the army because he does not want to fight. He wants to find an alternative solution to a very delicate situation. So he doesn't want to fight, okay? So I feel for some of you, it's like you don't want a relationship that brings drama. You don't want a relationship where there's always fighting to be heard or be seen, okay? And, anything that's golden in the Tarot is actually very, very positive. But I mean, this can also indicate, this figure is in stealth mode. He is trying to, off the radar, take those swords so that no one notices. And he has to be quick. So he's taking 5 swords there and leaving 2 behind. Now, if you see there, he has 3 swords in one hand, so he could absolutely take 3 swords in the other hand, right? But in stealth mode, he has to be really quick. He can only take what he can get. So it's like, if you go too quick, you may miss something. So I really get a sense here that taking a relationship slow, you don't want to miss any red flags. If you're feeling like a hunch that something isn't right now, if you're already talking to someone, then listen to those hunches and just take it slow. Allow that person to, let them show themselves. If you leave it long enough, a person will truly show you who they are. And for those beautiful Cancerians who are not connected to someone at this moment in time and you're feeling a little bit lost getting back into the dating scene, you are intuitively going to find your way to the right path to meet someone. I actually see it's really connected to your true life's purpose or calling, okay, as your true north, shall we say. I definitely see that you're going to pick the right path for you. And but this hesitancy, if you're in the mode of healing or you've been unwell and you're thinking that you still want to get back into the love scene, shall we say, I feel take the time that you need. And when you feel the moment is right, because this is like, choosing your path. When the path is right for you, then the right situation will appear. There's a very famous sort of saying that says, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Well, the same thing, when your heart is ready, love will appear. So I feel your heart is ready, but there's something there that's like making you feel a little bit like questioning dating, or there's indecisive energy right now. And for some of you, you may actually have a choice. Okay. And, the Knight of Cups versus the King of Pentacles, it can indicate that one choice offers you security and, is a little bit more like serious about love and about relationships. And of course, you've got another person who is very romantic, very, very good with their words, someone who, presents themselves as, being very creative and, but both of them, it's love. It has the potential to go somewhere, but it's really about what you're looking for, what level of security you're looking for. So I feel some of you may actually have a choice. So we're starting with a very intense energy for you beautiful Cancerians out there, but I'm going to read this reading as if, you're currently single and you don't have any options, but you're just feeling a little bit like finding your way back into the dating scene and like which path to move through, because, it can be daunting. You know, some of you, you may have been in hermit mode for a while, you know, really doing a lot of personal development work, learning to get more inspired about life again. Some of you have been really fed up with the dating scene, feeling that there's nobody out there who gives you that spark, that chemistry, no one who's really capturing your attention. And so you're feeling a little bit lost, a little bit in limbo, like, well, where's the love at? Because there's no one here right now that I would even vibe with. So some of you are just like waiting, watching, and just doing you. So sometimes we have to take like a step back and see the wood for the trees and look at things from your perspective. Like, you're going to do something for you, and then the universe is going to step up and put someone new on your path. And that's truly what I feel here for you. Now, we do have the bouquet, and it's in the resistance position, so it's like you got it in the reverse. This can indicate some of you feel like you haven't had any attention from anybody, and you're just feeling a little bit like disappointed. And perhaps your expectations have not been met in love. You may be wondering if the universe has like left you out in the cold, but that's not true at all. I actually see 2024 as being a year where you're getting out, trying new things, going to new events, new areas, having new experiences with new people. And I feel you're going to meet someone who really takes action, shows you that they have feelings for you, really steps up, because I feel this is a year of stepping up. But this, even though it's in the resistance position, it will turn into the upright by the end of the 6 weeks, which tells me that, you know, you're learning about not playing small, but also I feel you are learning about living in the moment, enjoying the moment, and finding happiness from within. And it's been a long, slow process, but I definitely see that you are blossoming and appreciating the moment. Now, also, I feel some of you, you may have been in experiences in the past where you were in a relationship that got cut short, okay? And you may have tried to revive that relationship, because I'm getting, my guys are actually pointing at the vase here. It's a little jar of water. So it's almost like some of you may have tried to revive something, or maybe some of you are thinking about reviving something, because I actually see for you, my beautiful Cancerians, roundabout, and I hate to say it, but middle of February, you know, of course, we got Valentine's Day there. I feel there is a potential for a return from someone from your past, okay? I'm not going to talk about it unless it really comes up in the Celtic cross, okay? But I am feeling a little bit of a vibe of some of you being a bit nostalgic about a time where you were truly happy with that person until things just started to dissolve or fall away. So I feel some of you may have a choice as to whether you want to connect to somebody new or revive a relationship that perhaps, you know, got cut short, okay? So looking at your outcome energy, I feel more that you're connecting to somebody new, okay? The key represents your destiny, meeting someone that you are destined to meet. Again, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy. But I feel whatever path you decide to take, the universe is going to make sure that this new person is on your path, okay? But you must take action. So if some of you are feeling a little bit like you're floundering and thinking, you know what, this is the year I'm going to get out there, but you find that you're falling into old patterns or routines, I feel like you really are focusing on shaking things up a little bit, trying to like really put yourself out there. And I don't mean like you're going speed dating or, you know, you're putting yourself on the internet. However, this could be a viable option, but I'm getting an energy more of you getting out there, you know, connecting to like hobbies or festivals or events that perhaps you've never experienced before. And you're actually going to meet someone new on that path as well. But I feel, you know, you're destined to meet this person. So do I see you meeting someone? Yes. But also I see that you need to, there's an invitation that's coming in. And again, I mean, a lot of signs are getting this, but I feel you haven't received the invitation yet. You're going to receive the invitation in the next 6 weeks. And then, I mean, some of you may have had the invitation, but you're not sure whether you want to attend. But even when you receive this invitation, there's a hesitancy as to whether you want to attend this event. But if you have a deep calling deep down that says you should go, I feel listen to the call, okay? Because destiny is trying to put you in the path. Let me get my teeth back in my mouth. Path of this person. Okay, there's someone coming in here for you. So let me just go to the Celtic cross and see what is going on there for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to see? What are they meant to be aware of regarding their love situation? What are they meant to be aware of? Now, they're actually showing me an image, a very random image of a game of noughts and crosses, okay? You know, you've got those X and O's, noughts and crosses. Now, back in my day, and, you know, I'm as old as the trees themselves, but back in my day, sometimes noughts and crosses would represent kisses and hugs, right? But it's also a game. So for some of you, it could be a logo, something that you see. Noughts and crosses, so look out for that as a sign or a symbol. It may be something you see on a billboard or something that someone's graffitied on a wall. Maybe someone's got a tattoo of it walking on by. Whatever it is, I feel like this is something that you will see, and it indicates that you're about to meet someone new. Okay, so yeah, please take it as it resonates. Sometimes these things, these images, they mean nothing in this moment, and then suddenly everything changes. Okay, so how should I receive? Oh, look at this. As I said, there's some sort of reunion energy here. We got 6 of Cups, okay, and we've got 2 Kings. So again, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. It's about the energy, but I do feel like there's a potential here for someone in the past who was very physical with you. I mean, look, Ace of Cups tells me new love is also coming in. So you will have to choose. So that fork in the road actually means you're going to have a choice. So if right now you got no choices, you're going to have choices. And if you have choices, you got to make a decision. Okay, we got the 2 of Wands. Look at that. 2 of Wands again is like you're in between worlds, having to make a decision there, having to decide who is the person for you. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. But it could also indicate that, you know, you hear from someone from your past. You're actually looking for a long-term relationship. I see that deep down you don't want the past, okay? Because look at this energy. This is amazing. The 6 of Cups is actually in your past position, which means you don't really want to reunite with someone. Sometimes you think about them, you know, there may be moments of nostalgia there, but I feel deep down you don't really want to go back that way. But I feel that person, they're going to try and reach out to you, but I feel like you're looking for, you're waiting for the one there, okay? Oh my gosh, we got another King of Swords there. We've also got the Hangman. We've got the Strength card. Okay, so what am I picking up? We've got 3 of Pentacles. Now, this is your starting position, okay? 3 of Pentacles indicates you are someone who is planning. You know, you're thinking about creative events perhaps that you like doing, or, you know, you're really tapping into your talent. You're maybe even looking at a hobby. I mean, 3 of Pentacles can also indicate someone is already talking about you behind the scenes. So let me just pull a card on that for you. It could be someone at your work environment. It could also be someone that you know from your past. So I just want to clarify that energy for you. But ultimately, what's crossing you is the King of Cups. You're waiting for your soulmate. You're waiting for someone special. So I definitely see that you're not thinking about past. I mean, it may pop in from time to time. The Hermit. Yeah. So the Hermit is like you're going through a period of spiritual development. I mean, with the 3 of Pentacles, it can indicate whenever you meet up with friends, you know, you hear about their relationships, or you hear about, you know, what they're going through. And I feel that even your friends are kind of like, why is my beautiful Cancerian single? But I feel like you have been learning a lesson about reciprocity, okay? You may have, especially with the 6 of Pentacles there, it can indicate that sometimes you go above and beyond for a partner to the point where you tip the balance and you're doing all the legwork. So I definitely see that some of you have been learning a lesson. The Hermit is to withdraw on purpose, to really look at a situation. And with the 6 of Pentacles there, it can indicate that you have experienced people who breadcrumb you, or who don't put as much effort into a relationship as you. And I feel like, you know, you're very generous with your heart and with your time, and you're someone who's a lot of empathy. I'm going to say this because it's coming up in the water. Some of you may also have found that you have attracted people who need fixing in some way. And it's like when you give them all the attention and build them up and, you know, build back their confidence in themselves, you may feel that they kind of flee the nest a little bit. So I feel some of you are learning that you deserve love. You deserve passion. You're not there to be someone's emotional crutch, okay? You can be a friend to a person. You can help a person, absolutely. But you're not there to be their emotional crutch and have them depend on you all the time. You're a human with your own love story, okay? You're here to be loved, to have passion, to have someone to raise you up and really think about your needs as well. So I feel it's really important that this is a lesson that you have been learning. And the Hermit indicates that you have been healing, but at the same time withdrawn in order to find that balance within yourself. Also, you don't want drama. Okay, I feel like you've been eradicating drama from your life there. And some of you, I mean, the Hermit only really goes into the cave of life when he's feeling really jaded or fed up with the world. And I feel you are kind of fed up with the dating scene because you may feel that there's no one out there who really matches your vibration. You may also feel that you give and you give and you give, and then people take and take and take. And you're like, where are the people who, do give and take? Where are the people who activate reciprocity in relationships? Where's someone who understands me, who really wants to see me for who I am and accept my love, but also give it back the way that they love? So I feel you're waiting for someone who offers give and take in a relationship there. So with the Three of Pentacles, I also see that some of you are focusing on your own financial foundation. I feel like you're taking it's almost like you're taking ownership to create a solid foundation to allow love to come in so that you're ready. But also, I feel like, you are the architect of your dreams, and these dreams are tangible. With the Three of Pentacles, it means you have some sort of plan to make something happen. So right now, with the Ways card and the Three of Pentacles, it's like you're planning to get out there a little bit more this year. And when you do, that's when you're going to meet the one. And I actually believe that is when you're going to meet the one. We got the King of Cups here. I mean, it's in the crossing position, so it can indicate sometimes you may have met people in the past who were emotionally manipulative or, even abusive in situations. But I feel like you're waiting for the highest love that love has to offer. Someone who is supportive, someone who has empathy, someone who has like a psychic bond with you, someone who has a bond that is deep and like no other, someone who respects you, someone who, is a good listener and really sees and hears you for who you truly are. And I feel that's what you're attracting, okay? Because King of Cups is someone who is emotionally available, who has a lot of depth, someone who wants to fall in love. And we've got Ace of Cups here as well. So I feel, the universe is going to surprise you with a new person coming in. So I feel your crossing position, you just haven't found what you're looking for just yet when it comes to love. But the Ace of Cups, this person is divinely orchestrated into your life, because the Ace of Cups, there tends to be a hand of the universe offering, an unconditional love that's coming in for you. That's the word that is so important to your heart, unconditional, because that's the sort of love that you offer. And not many people, can do that. Not many people can offer you that back either. I always say this, we can only meet each other as deeply as we have met ourselves. And in this day and age, people are too busy looking down at their phones to be looking inwards to their soul. And I feel you are someone who has a lot of depth, and you've done a lot of looking at your soul and your needs and, connecting to different energies. And I feel, it's only right that you meet someone who is on the same sort of wavelength as you, but that person is coming, okay? Now, what is below you? We got another King. Now, initially, this is your energy. King of Wands is to take action, to be inspired, to initiate some sort of change in your life, to take the lead, as it were, to be bold, to get out there and be motivated to change your life in some way or influence that change. So I feel like you're called to take action. I feel like you have been building confidence. And I also feel like it's really important, if you've got a type, not to be too closed off to people who are not your type. Okay, don't get me wrong there. I don't think that you're going to meet someone who doesn't meet your requirements. I actually see that you're going to meet someone who has a lot of the qualities that you're looking for in a person. But I do see that there is a potential for you to initially dismiss this person. But there's something in this person's eyes, okay? When you see this person's eyes, it's like they look into your soul and you can see theirs. There's just a deep connection there, a deep bond like nobody that you've ever looked at or had a conversation with ever before. Okay, there's just something about that person where you're like, whoa, that person sees inside my soul. There is a connection there. It's almost like at first you're like, what is that? That's like no other experience. You can't stop thinking about this person when you first meet them. They're always on your mind. And I feel it's vice versa. Okay, so with the King of Wands, there's two kings here. Now, King of Wands can be someone who is very passionate, very intense, someone who is very physical. Okay, so because we have two energies here, I'm going to have to pull a card, because what I'm getting is that you're going to meet someone new, okay? But also you're going to have to choose between someone that perhaps you have been physical with in the past, or there's been some sort of connection or passion before, because I do see there's two. I mean, there's three kings here, so let me just pull a card. There could be three options, but let me see, because it's almost like the energy that I'm being given here, it's like the King of Swords is to be deep in thought. So it could be someone who's on your mind. If you continue to keep thinking about that person and it didn't work out the first time or the second time with that person, if that person from the past is always on your mind, then there's always going to be a weight. You're always going to have a connection or a bond with that person until you walk away from that person. Only then the universe can step in and give you the love that you truly deserve and desire. And I haven't seen this card, but I feel it's like an Eight of Cups, to walk away. Because when anyone walks away on an Eight of Cups, they walk straight into a Nine of Cups, which is a wish fulfillment. And I feel like you're very close to that, okay? Eight of Cups, okay. So I feel like you're walking away from this thing in the past, this person, this experience in the past, because it was not emotionally available. I feel like you're in a transition period, and I feel like you're changing direction in some way. And I actually feel like you're rejecting. I mean, I'm clarifying this King of Wands. So this could be a Leo energy. It doesn't have to be. It could be Leo, Aries. It could be Sagittarius. But it doesn't have to be Sun, Moon, or Rising. It could mean that you are rejecting or walking away from someone who there's a really great physical attraction, but you require more depth. Okay, you need something that's a little bit more long-term and secure. And you may feel that this person, they got all the talk, the moves, but it feels like the action doesn't back it all up. So I feel you're actually moving away from something in the past. But this person, whoever they are, they can't let you go. Okay, they're somehow connected to you. And I feel like you need to either cut the cord from this person or break the chains in some way, because I feel this person, no matter what they're doing in life, they're going to find their way back to you. And I'm just getting an energy, and I have to be honest with what I'm being given here. It's like if they can't have you, they're going to make sure no one else can. Okay, so it's almost like this possessive energy that I've got coming through, where they're not emotionally available to offer you the relationship that you require. But at the same time, they don't like to lose. They always like to hold on to a security branch where they feel like they need to have someone always interested in them. And I feel they're going to get a major shock when you turn around and say, not this time. I feel like you're cutting this person out. It's almost like 2024, you've promised yourself, you've turned your back on that situation, and they're not going to get access to your life. But in and around Valentine's Day, okay, and I don't like really mentioning that day because basically it's very commercialized nowadays, but in and around that date, and I'm not saying on the actual day, but in and around that date, this person's going to message you, this person from the past, okay? And it's almost like the string. They want to see, if they pull the string, will you listen to the call? Will you message them back? It's almost like, I don't want to say it's an ego rub, because this person, they do have feelings for you, but they're just not emotionally available to take it to the next stage or make it sustainable. Okay, so that's coming out there really strongly. And I feel this is your soulmate, as opposed to this. Okay, so again, male or female, not a gender-specific reading. I feel like you are honoring the sanctity of love and recognizing that your heart deserves the best because you give the best love, okay? You're someone who is very attentive, very healing, very nurturing, very supportive, and you offer a depth of love like no other. So I feel it's really important that you open yourself up to the right person and let the right love in. Now, we do have the Six of Cups there. It's in the past position. So I will pull a card on it because there are a couple of energies coming out there. Now, the Six of Cups can also be like an energy of like remembrance, nostalgia, people from the past wanting to reunite. Okay, so that is one of the main energies I've got coming through here. But also a Six of Cups can indicate the universe steps in to offer you a surprise, okay, because you've been tested. And your Ace of Cups there, it's your next card over, which means this is your surprise. The universe is going to step in and offer you a gift because you are a gift. You're going to see lots of messages. They're showing me that noughts and crosses thing again, OXO. You're going to see lots of like signs and symbols. That is a major one for you. So it could be that you are on the phone and you find yourself like doodling and you've just like drawn a XO kind of game board and you didn't even realize it. It could also be that someone's got it on their business card or, on a billboard or on an advertisement or something. So just look out for it because I feel it signifies that you're about to meet the one, okay? But also the Six of Cups can indicate that you can't stop thinking about somebody and the way that they treated you or the way that things went down. There are a lot of questions, especially since you have the key there. That's like searching for answers, that is connected to your destiny. Sometimes, and I feel like you're a very, very strong person, my beautiful Cancerians, sometimes we have to give ourselves closure. And that's the hardest thing. I've had to do it myself, give myself closure on a situation, and it was hard. And don't get me wrong, temptation to reach out was like 2,000,000%, right? But having that willpower and saying, actually, I honor myself and I know that I actually do not need another person to give me the closure I need for their actions. That's about reestablishing your power. And with all this king energy here and the man there on the Lenormand deck, I really feel like you are reestablishing your power to take action and decide what is right for your life. You don't need permission to move on. You don't need to get closure from somebody who did you wrong. So I feel for some of you, you've really wrestled with that. And I feel like you're closing the door and like the whole chapter to the past and you're leaving it in the past. So when this person from the past does reach out, I feel like there is a strong potential that you're turning around saying, no, you don't get access to my life anymore. And they're going to be shocked. Okay. Thank you so much, Spirit Guide, for Angels. Can you please guide? Yeah. 10 of Swords. It is done. Okay. For some of you, you're really hurt and you're healing. And I'm sending you a huge hug out there because the end of a relationship, it's hard because first of all, you're questioning, where did all the love go? How did it turn so fast? How did things just turn empty and desolate and, so negative and just... there's no words. It's almost like I've got no words to describe the pain of the ending of a relationship. So I feel some of you are really feeling a little bit lost and in limbo, but I do see that there is someone coming in who will love you in the way that you want to be loved. Someone who's going to almost make you forget about the past. Like you're going to see why it never worked with a person in the past because this new person, they were meant for you. They are your destiny. But we all have to learn lessons, okay? And those lessons tend to try to make us stronger so that we value ourselves in a different way and, erect healthier boundaries so that we make sure that we notice any red flags. But 10 of Swords, it tells me everything I need to know, which is like something big ended for you. And whilst you may think of it from time to time, remember every time we have a memory of something, we revisit it and its energy, its vibrational pull. So, it's important to look back in order to process things so that you can get closure and move on. But every time you dip in, you actually attach to that vibration. So some of you may have noticed a cycle of repeat in relationships. So if you thought about a certain person and you meet a new person, you may see that the relationship kind of goes a very similar way, even though it's a different person. So remember, thinking back actually attaches you to that vibration. So I always say to people who say, I want to heal it with my ex, I tell them, don't think about the last time you argued, okay? Think about a vibration or a time in the future, how you want to live your life with that person. See yourself with that person having an incredible time. See them really being attentive to your needs. See them really just emotionally stepping up as well as spiritually ascending. And that's changing the vibration. Because thoughts become things. Visualizations, become your reality. So it's really important if we keep going back, and don't get me wrong, those experiences from the past, They were important. They shape who we are, and they influence how we operate in the world and in life in general going forward. But you must remember that everything that happened in the past, it no longer has access to you, only through the mind and through the emotions that we attach to it. And it's an illusion. It doesn't exist anymore. It's a framework that we can let go of and say, we learnt. And it no longer has the power to affect our future going forward. So I feel like a lot of you have been going through that with this Six of Cups, but something is ended. And now it's like a new start. So you're a little bit hesitant to get back into the dating scene, but it's actually not going to be too long. So whether you have just broken up with someone or you broke up with someone years ago and you just found it really hard to move on, the Ace of Cups indicates your new start in love. Okay, very romantic relationship, person who has unconditional love being ushered in towards you. And I feel this is about you bringing your dreams into reality. They're coming into being. Your cup is overflowing. I feel intuitively you will know that you've met the one. Even though when you meet this new person, you may be hesitant about getting into a relationship and they may not be 100% your type. But I also see that they are like 98% your type. And there's something in this person's eyes, this new person's eyes, that you get lost in their eyes and vice versa, okay? I will pull a card and see where you may meet this person. I mean, for some of you, you're developing your spiritual gifts or thinking about developing your spiritual gifts and developing that psychic aspect of yourself. So if you are going on some sort of spiritual retreat or you're going on some sort of psychic development learning class, I definitely see there's a high potential for you to meet somebody there. But also, I feel there's this energy of you meeting someone while you're waiting for something or somebody. Okay, I'm going to pull a card on that. So for example, if you're waiting in a queue to go to the post office, you may meet this person in the queue in the post office. Or if you're waiting for a friend at a certain place and your friend's late, you may strike up a conversation with someone new. I'm just getting an energy of waiting. Strength card, you got that as an outcome. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Notice when you have synchronicity, double cards, double numbers. You know, you got 33 there, 22. You got the Strength card twice. You got 3 kings there. You know, you're getting a lot of, we got the Death card there, so something's changed. We got the Six of Cups, we got the Hermit again. We got the Hangman again, all the same cards. So it's telling me like a timeline for you, which is like someone from your past reaches out. But you are turning your back on that person. I mean, Hangman, Hermit tells me you're not connecting to that person. I will show you the cards individually. And the Three of Wands is like you're waiting. We got the Five of Wands there. Oops. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. And we have the 10 of Wands, and we have the 8 of Wands. Okay, so, okay, my guide said, these are for you. And I just realized that some cards have been left here. Okay, what have we got here? We got Knight of Wands. We've got the Queen of Wands, and we got the Temperance card. Okay, I will deal with these after, okay, because that's interesting. I must have just, my error there, missed those cards, but I heard from my guides, these are for you. So I feel these are an important message, which I will give you now in a moment as well. But we have the Strength card, which is to do something bold and daring. You've been in a period of self-care, but now you're opening yourself up to infinite possibilities to meet someone new. The Death card symbolizes change and, you basically breaking old habits and visualizing something new, getting rid of what is old and familiar, really like decluttering your life. And you may notice that when you decide to end something with somebody, they sort of like try to make their way back. So for example, if you've told yourself deep in your soul, right, this year 2024, that's the year where I'm definitely going to cut out my ex. I'm not allowing them back into my life. I'm not going to reconnect in any shape or form. Six of Cups, this person's coming in. You're getting it twice, a return. And the Hermit with the Hangman is like you're feeling alone or you want to be alone, so you do not want to connect to that person. It's like you're turning your back to this person. the Hangman, which you've also got here, is like you're waiting. You're seeing things from a different perspective. But when someone reaches out, even when you have decided you don't want to connect to them anymore, when they reach out, they kind of like turn your life upside down with the potential that maybe they mean it this time. Maybe they've learned. Maybe they've stepped up. Maybe they're going to be different this time. But with the Three of Wands, it's like you're waiting for change, or you're waiting for results in some way, and you're waiting and you're waiting. And I feel like actually you start to realize you're waiting for new opportunities. I feel like you're actually aligning yourself with your heart's desire, and you're going to be on the right path to meet someone new. The Five of Wands tells me there's rivalry. So again, it tells me that there are two options. Someone who is on your mind that perhaps hasn't developed into something that you wanted, or it developed in a way that disappointed you, was challenging, that made you feel like you had to fight for it, okay, all the time. And there was strife, trouble and strife. I just heard trouble and strife. And we've got the Ten of Wands there. So some of you beautiful Cancerians out there may literally be getting a divorce, or, have ended a relationship, something that was just like a lot of baggage. It was very heavy. And the Eight of Wands is like you're moving away from this. But I feel like when you move away from this person that tries to re-enter your life, I feel like you may meet someone by waiting. It sounds so really weird, but like, for example, if you're at the gym, right? I'm just giving you a random example. If you're in the gym and you're waiting for a class, when the doors to open up because the previous class is in there, and you're just waiting and waiting, there could be someone who comes down the corridor and is like, hey, and you're like, hey, you're like, oh, is this the class for this? And you're like, yeah, and oh yeah, they're running over, so I'm just waiting. And they're like, oh, right, cool. And then you strike up a conversation. Could also be you're waiting for, a place to open, or a class to start, or, you get the gist. I keep getting this waiting energy. So yeah, if I get any more of that, I will mention it. But Ace of Cups tells me new person is coming in. And Two of Wands also says about the wait. Okay, this is the near future. So this is really about making a decision and having a choice as well. So let me just pull a card on that. I need to address this one first, but I will pull a card on that Two of Wands. The Knight of Wands tells me this is someone coming in who is here today, gone tomorrow. The potential for a fling, okay? And I feel this is someone from your past who is, look, it's someone you used to connect to. Because deep down we got the King of Wands there. This is someone who is very physical with you. They're thinking about you in the physical. They see you as a perfect match. King of Wands, Queen of Wands, Temperance card. But this person, they have the right intentions. They want to love you, but they're just not able to sustain a long-term relationship. This person, they are very lusty, free-spirited. They come in strong, but ultimately their desire is to be independent, and they also have some commitment issues there. I feel like, 1 minute they're one thing, the next minute they're something else. That's what the Temperance card is like. They're very blended in their energies, very changeable sometimes, and they require a little bit more balance and harmony. So I do feel that right now you're re-examining your priorities and feeling that this person that you used to connect to, they're just not able to offer you the relationship that you really deep down require. And I feel like you're taking ownership of that and changing the narrative so that you can be truly happy with someone who actually loves you the way that you want to be loved. And I feel there's someone new coming in, okay? Now let me pull a card on that Two of Wands for you. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. The Two of Wands is in the near future position. So the next 6 weeks, this reading is for 6 weeks. That means there's still a bit of a wait when it comes to your soulmate, okay? I can't lie to you. I have to give you the energy that I see. It's not too far away, but 6 weeks, I feel, there's still a wait there for you. Five of Cups. Again, look, it's like you're grieving. Some of you, whoever I'm tapping into out there, my beautiful Cancerians, I'm sending you a huge hug out there. Some of you are grieving a previous situation and you're not fully over it, or this person comes in and tries to remind you of their presence. Because remember, this person in some way, they don't want to let you go, or they find it hard that you're not just there waiting for them. Okay, so you can't see right now how the universe is lining things up for you. The Five of Cups is such a wonderful card, really and truly, because It indicates whilst you're busy focusing on past situations that didn't go the way you'd hoped for, the universe is trying to usher in this Two of Cups, which is your soulmate. So it's like, turn around, turn your life around. Change your direction of sight. Don't be looking at what didn't go right in the past. Don't be looking towards the past. Think about the future and how bright it can truly be, because there is someone coming in here who is going to love you unconditionally, and it's a very exciting relationship. Someone who builds you up as much as you build them up. Now, your advice to yourself there, Page of Cups, I mean, you really are thinking with your heart. Page of Cups indicates you're hoping for someone new, okay? But also, it's so interesting that you've got the Page of Cups here, because the Page of Cups can also indicate you're hoping someone who is immature towards you offers an apology, okay? So again, I have to pull a card on this. Excuse me, I do apologize. As I said, I'm just coming off the back of a bit of a cold there, so my voice is in and out a little bit, but Page of Cups, can you please clarify this Page of Cups? Can you please clarify the Page of Cups for my beautiful Cancerians? I mean, the Page of Cups indicates that you are being open-hearted, okay? That you're learning to have fun again, to open yourself up to the joy of love. Because sometimes love can get really heavy, really serious. It can really bog us down. We can start to overthink. We can start to go, love is pain. When is love fun? So if you've had experiences that made you feel like that in the past, this new person is going to be totally different. Okay, so we have the Seven of Cups, which is about choice. We also have the Justice card there as well, about honesty. We have the Three of Swords there, about heartbreak. And we have the Empress energy. Male or female, not a gender-specific reading. Basically, this represents the Emperor in the LENORMAND deck there. So it indicates someone who is your opposite is coming on in, but it is after a heartbreak. And the heartbreak may have made you feel like you were in a tailspin, or you felt very confused, or there is someone who keeps coming in and out because they're highly attracted to you, and they just confuse you and then leave you feeling like, and this is not going to resonate with everyone, this reading. I totally understand that, but I have to give you the energy that I'm feeling, and it's not a typical reading. But the Empress is a reminder of your value, and that you're looking for someone who has integrity, someone who, you know, is harmonious, someone who actually, you know, tells you the truth, someone who tries to find a way of making space for you in their life as well. And with the Page of Cups, I feel, you know, you're learning to love yourself again as well, because this is a card of, you know, becoming intimate with yourself, learning to fall in love with yourself, learning that the cup of love starts with the self first. And pages bring news. So I definitely see that some of you, if you haven't already, you will be talking to somebody new. And it may have come off the back of you hearing from someone from your past. But if not, I feel round about Valentine's Day, you're going to hear from someone from your past that either led you down the garden path, or there was an expectation there and it was never truly met. There was a disappointment. And then I feel like you turn your back on that and you open yourself up to a brand new world. Someone new enters in and they want to love you in a way that you've never been loved before. Okay. So I definitely see that you are open to the dream and the romance of love. However, I feel like you're just waiting for it to materialize. Now, really wonderful. This is the external environment. Four of Cups literally means that, yes, you've been disappointed in the past, but the universe is sending you someone new, someone you can share your life with, someone who is emotionally available. The Four of Cups, I really love it because it can also indicate that some of you, you know, you're feeling a little bit like jaded with love, or you feel like the options available to you right now are not looking good and you're feeling a little bit like fed up with that. But there's a little hand that comes out of a cloud, and that cloud is very turbulent, but the hand is offering a cup of love. So I feel just when you are not expecting it, the universe is giving you a bit of a plot twist that you're about to meet someone new and it will turn into love, but it's more emotionally fulfilling than ever before. And let me see, maybe I've missed it. I'm being told it's at the beginning. There it is. It is at the beginning. As you can see, this person very closed off to love because they're still looking at the Three Cups like, these cups that they have. It's like, well, why didn't it work? What's gone wrong there? It's like overanalyzing these 3 cups to the point where you've lost faith in love. So some of you, you had an expectation about a past situation, and it's almost like not a refusal to move on, because I feel like you have been processing things, but sometimes there's either nostalgia, this person pops into your mind and it sets you back a little bit, or it's this actual person who reaches out and sets you back. And I feel now you're actually opening yourself up to this. The universe is sending you someone new. Remember, the hand of the universe with the Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is always the hand offering the cup. So this is what's going to happen for you. The universe is sending you someone new, and you will not be disappointed by this new person, okay? This is a different energy completely. Now, the hope and a fear, some of you with the Hermit energy, some of you have been feeling isolated, lonely. You're very independent. You're very confident within yourself, or you've been building that confidence, very self-sufficient there. You don't need somebody, but I feel like you wanted somebody. And with the Hermit energy, some of you are worried that you're just going to be alone, that there is no love there for you. But that's not true at all, okay? I feel like you've had to withdraw from love for a period of time to go through a deep period of personal development. Remember, the Hermit energy is a temporary timeout, which is necessary for regrowth, okay? And it helps you change perspective in life, but also helps you heal. The Hermit always has the star in the lantern. It's like really looking at healing. How can I best heal myself? What knowledge and information have I got within myself that can heal me, but also help me in my situation for my highest good? The Hermit is also an indication where we can be really reflective on past situations. Did we ignore the signs? Did we ignore our intuition? And we build from there, because the Hermit is actually very intuitive. And I feel a lot of you are especially with the Hermit in this position, you read it in the upright and in the reverse. I feel whilst you are either feeling isolated or lonely, you also are acutely aware of not wanting to repeat past mistakes, or repeat cycles with people from the past, or even repeat cycles that you experience in the past with new people. So I feel there's a lot of layers to how you're feeling right now, and it's okay to sit with that depth. Okay, because when the right moment with the right person comes along, everything will change. Now, as I said, King of Swords here, someone who's on your mind. Thoughts become things. Remember, the power of the mind is very important. Sometimes we can actually call a person back through nostalgia. So if you do want to change your circumstances with that person from the past, you can, of course, heal everything, but there needs to be a different mindset. There needs to be accountability and responsibility for actions and an honest, open conversation. However, with the Ace of Cups present in your reading, it tells me that you are wanting something new. And the Ten of Swords clarified the Six of Cups there, which tells me the past is left there in the past. It's like 2024 is a different year for you. But the King of Swords also indicates you're ruminating on plans to take action on. So for the next 6 weeks, it almost feels like you're waiting for something to happen, or you're waiting for the right moment. So some of you may have booked like an event to go to, or perhaps you're waiting for an event. Maybe that's it. That's the waiting energy. You're waiting for an event to come around, and then you're going to meet someone new. But it just feels like you meet someone waiting. I mean, it could even be that you go to an event and you're waiting for the bathroom, and you strike up a conversation like there. So I'm just picking up that energy of waiting. And it's almost like a double wait. Okay. Now we have the Hangman again. So there's your double wait. I mean, Two of Wands and Hangman, double wait right there. The Hangman is also really to allow love to come on in. It's to sacrifice something in order to gain something new. So the Hangman actually sacrifices his position in order to get a new perspective, to learn something on the Tree of Life. He actually puts himself on that Tree of Life. And you're sacrificing a past situation in order to be happy, in order to allow the right love in. And we've got the Strength card. Do something bold, daring, change your circumstances, but also I feel like you're opening your compassion to overcome an obstacle. Many, many years ago, and I don't know why this is coming through, but it is. Many, many years ago, I was in a very damaging relationship. And, every day that I woke up, my intuition screamed at me, this is not your life. And I heard it. And, I hadn't really developed my spiritual gifts then. Basically, I was aware of them, but I was scared of them. So I'd push them away through every means I could. Back in the day, through, ignoring it, maybe alcohol. Sometimes it was like, no, I don't want to hear that. I don't know what it is. It's really freaky. I was really like weirded out by the whole thing. So I ran away from it. But, I was having major moments of clarity every morning saying, this is not your life. And I would look at my partner at the time and be like, well, I'm supposed to be happy. I mean, I've got what I kind of wanted, but part of me was empty. Part of me was like, this person really is not for me. And they actually are a very toxic person, and brought out the best and the worst of me, of course, because it always takes two to tango. We got to be honest and take accountability for our actions. But ultimately, I ignored the inner voice pretty much every day for a long time. And then once it ended in a very catastrophic and very damaging way, not only did it take me a long time to heal from that, but also a long time to almost give myself permission to apologize to myself that I ignored my own intuition. I put myself in that situation and I should have done something more about it to not waste my time and put myself in harm's way, both mentally and physically in that situation. So sometimes there's so many layers to healing. It's not just about like, oh yeah, I'm healed. Oh yeah, I'm leaving that in the past. There's lots of other things going on there. And I feel it's a process, right? And I feel like you've been going through that process, whoever needs to hear this. And I feel now you're having the strength to finally move on from that and say, you know what? It was an experience. It taught me a lesson. I was meant to go through it to build me up and make me stronger and make sure that I never revisit it again. So now I'm open to a more unconditional love, someone who is kind, truthful, someone who is dependable. And I feel that's what you are opening yourself up to. I feel the next 6 weeks, there's you hearing from an ex, okay? I do feel like there is a potential for you to meet somebody new, but it's almost like it's after these 6 weeks, okay? We got the Tower, which is a liberation from a very stuck situation. We got the Emperor. Suddenly, out of the blue, you're going to meet your divine counterpart. We got the Empress energy earlier. So it's almost like, again, it's not gender specific. It's more about your opposite. You're about to meet the person who is destined to be by your side, okay? And you're both going to take that leap of faith together, knowing that this new relationship, when you meet this new person, it's the one. So I feel like, the Tower can indicate you're stuck in a cycle of repeat. It's almost like a prison of repeat in your life, whether it's a person coming back, whether it's a situation that keeps playing out in your world. And the Tower is to let anything that is not stable in your life crumble away, to declutter, but to also rebuild in a stronger way. And the Emperor is someone you can trust, someone who plans for the future, someone who, knows what they want and goes and gets it. So I feel like you're opening yourself up to a high level commitment with a new person. And I feel it was worth the wait. I'm just going to go and get some final cards before I close your reading. You've got the King of Cups there. So I feel like this person, the person who's coming in for you, I feel like they may have some water in their chart, so they do understand you on a deeper level. So Cancerian, maybe even Scorpio, Pisces. I do see that this new person also has some Aries in their chart, as well as some Libra, Taurus, is what I see. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? Yeah. They want me to go 2 more, so I will. Thanks so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Okay. So we have guarded. Okay. We also have heartbreak. So again, I'm sending you a huge hug out there. Whoever I was tapping into for this, I feel like you've really been tested in love, but love can be kind. Love can be loving. Love can be truthful, honest, open, dependable. And I feel the person you're attracting at this time, this new person, I feel they are going to respect your heart. Okay. You've even got the card of respect there. That's next. Respect. We do have regrets here. So some of you may have regretted connecting to a past person or meeting a past person, but you remember there's no point in having regret, because regret is like a poison. It lives within us and it doesn't affect the other person at all. They get on with their life, they do their own thing, and they're not even aware that you're thinking back to the time that they hurt you. So I definitely see that, you know, letting go of regret is also something important. But with the respect card there, I feel like you are attracting someone who respects you, someone who is on your side, on your team there. And we've got friendship as well. So, I mean, you may even be meeting someone who's got strong Virgo in their chart, because I just did a Virgo reading and there was an energy here of almost like building a friendship with the person. So don't get me wrong, there's chemistry and a lot of passion with you and this new person, but there's also a friendship there, a loyalty that is built in the foundations when you first meet this person, okay? So I feel, you know, you feel safe and comfortable with this new person, and this person respects you. I mean, these two cards scream reciprocity, unconditional, okay? So I feel the new person that you're attracting is all you want and more. And letting go of the past without regret is truly important, because it sets you free, okay? So I'm just going to go and open you up for a trinket or rune. Thank you so much for it, guys. Again, angels, can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? Can you please guide them for their highest good? What are they meant to be aware of? Okay, we've only got one. Okay, so we've got the hero rune, the potential. Okay, so it's like consequences of actions. Returning to something will only delay a process, especially if you know it is not right for you or it is not giving you something that you need. Also, this indicates, you know, it marks an ending, shall we say, to open you up to a new beginning. So it's a milestone in your life. I feel this is a monumental moment where you allow a past situation truly to dissolve into the past and never to look back. Okay, so I'll leave it there. I hope something resonates in that reading. It was very complex and not like any of the other readings. But if it does resonate in some way, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell that lets you know when I update my next message. It lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is so important for me too. Thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians, and love and light.